Soga fighter. Hiyo soga. Malema unyaka masucha. Hiyo soga. Are soga fighter. Hiyo soga. Hare soga fighter. Hiyo soga. Au tio mama tio. Ariga samawe. Vela. Ariga samawe. Vela. Ariga samawe. Vela. Areke hopo zerae. Holimbobo. Hawo jojo. Areke hopo zerae. Holimbobo. Hawo jojo. Areke samawe. Vela. Parega sombawe. Vela. Parega robozerae. Holimbobo. Hawo jojo. Parega robozerae. Holimbobo. Hawo jojo. Asab. Parega sombawe. Vela. Parega sombawe. Asabe. Vela. Parega hopo zerae. Holimbobo. Hawo jojo. Parega hopo zerae. Holimbobo. Hawo jojo. Asabe kokin. Atira sombawe. Asabe. Vela. Parega sombawe. Arega vela. Amanda.
Let him sort it out first.
Amandla. Now is the time for the commissions, where we are going to contribute so that we contribute towards the growth of the economic freedom fighters. The commissions are as follows, including, I'm going to give you the chairpersons, rapporteurs, and scribers of the commissions. Please have a piece of paper and be able to write, because from here you must know who is the chairperson of your commission, and then thereafter you'll be able to can engage on such matters. The first commission is elections of 2024. The chairperson of the commission on election of 2024 is Bandishongwe. Bandishongwe, please stand up so that they can see you. The rapporteur will be Tabiso Mofokeng, while the scriber will be Jackson Malaji. Can I repeat? Chairperson Bandishongwe, rapporteur Tabiso Mofokeng, scriber Jackson Malaji. The second commission is Media and Communications, which will be chaired by Slim Kondo. The rapporteur will be Tracy Simela, while the scriber will be Mahero Sekhale. I repeat, Media and Communications will be chaired by Slim Kondo. The rapporteur will be Tracy Simela, while the scriber will be Mahiro Sekhale. The third one, which is finance and fundraising, the chairperson will be Nelly Masombuka, while the rapporteur will be Nkateko Ndlovu, and the scriber will be Velaphi Malaji. I repeat, under finance will be Nelly Masombuka, the rapporteur will be Nkateko Ndlovu, while the scriber will be Velaphi Malaji. I move on to organizing and mobilization, which will be chaired by Kaya Treza, while the rapporteur will be Chabeleng Tahani, and I'm just a bit stuck here. While the rapporteur, can I please get help a bit from the rapporteur? The rapporteur on organizing and mobilization. Please, can I get help here? Genius. Okay, Genius, make a note thereof. Will be the scriber. The fifth commissions, which is political education, will be chaired by Tabong Kwedi, while the rapporteur will be Chauke Wilson, and the scriber will be Jimmy Musoto. I repeat, political education will be chaired by Tabong Kwedi, the rapporteur will be Chauke Wilson, and the scriber will be Jimmy Musoto. And the governance, which is the last commission, will be chaired by Mpomorokolo, the rapporteur will be Surprise Kubai, the scriber will be Jabulile. I repeat, under governance, the chair will be Mpomorokolo, the rapporteur will be Surprise Kubai, while the scriber will be Jabulile. We are going to divide ourselves accordingly in this same wall, which obviously means the commissions on elections of 2024 will be at this corner, while the media and communications will come to the front this side. Media and communications will be this side. When we go to the back, the very same side of the elections of 24, right at the back, it will be finance and fundraisings. And to the other side, it will be organizing and mobilization. The other two, which is political education, will be in the middle, right at the back, in the middle of this row, right at the back. And governance will show them their own place outside this area where we are. Governance will be held outside, but we'll talk to the chair, who is Mpomorokolo, to show him where to take the group to for commissions. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissar. Mukone Simon Libang. I've got your ID here. So fortunately, I know this fighter. You'll get your ID here. Fighters, thank you very much. Ngithanda ukunibonga kakhulu ngokungibekezelela when I was running this program. Umsebenzi wami uphelile manje. SG.
Mandla. 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 Viva EFF, viva. Viva EFF Mpumalanga, viva. Viva EFF Mpumalanga, viva. Amandla. 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 Thank you very much. deputy chairperson of the province who was leading us, kusukela izolo kuze kube namhlanje sisenza lo msebenzi wenhlangano. I want to take this opportunity again and thank you, delegates, for continuing to show maximum discipline in conducting yourself so far. It shows that you are clear and you know why you are here. So we want to thank all of you, and we must continue showing that level of discipline. What I like the most is to see you, even noba kukhona abanye abenu engathi isitimela sifuna ukuphuma kujantshi, anidingi itafula inini enikhuzana nothi ukuthi engathi awusahambiso kwefighter. Lama steps lawa umuntu kakhongolose othi leadership uma ikhuluma sayinike directive now uyasukuma uyashouta. Ngiyajabulela lo nto ukuthi anidingi leadership. There is leadership here that is seated here. We are very happy to be amongst the leadership. You must be an example to other provinces, because other provinces are watching all over the country. You are the third province to sit this provincial assembly. There's still 6 more provinces. So kufanele uma siya kwi-province elandelayo emva kwale uma ngaba befuna ukwenza izinto esingazazi bese sithi thina sini eMpumalanga lokho nikufunde kubani ngoba thina eMpumalanga senzi kanje. Thank you very much. Let me take this opportunity on behalf of the Central Command Team led by the President and the Commander-in-Chief, President Julius Malema, with the powers vested in me, that I must come here and thank the leadership of the province that was elected in 2018 under the chairperson of the province, Commissar Colin Sedibe, that the Central Command Team and the entire membership of the EFF, not only in Mpumalanga, but in the entire country, they want to say to you, fighters, your names will be in the history books of this revolution. We want to thank you dearly for your contribution, your sacrifice, your commitment, and for the love of African people here in South Africa, in the continent, and in the diaspora. The people of Swaziland, they will never forget your contributions. You made sure that this dictator next door, you kept him on his toes. So we want to thank you very much for your contribution to this organization. With the powers vested in me, I officially disband the Provincial Command Team of Mpumalanga Province. Thank you very much. You are released, PCT members. Thank you. Amandla. Amandla. So, imandla, ninganyakazi. So, nazi into engizofuna siyenze. DOR, we must make sure that there is no one that is outside. Because we're going to close the doors now. If you are outside, ngeke sakuvumela ukuthi ungene. So DOR, ongaphandle, let us close all the doors and let's secure the venue. Secondly, okwesibili, there are fighters here that have got non-voting delegate tags. Please come this side so that we can give you your own space so that here in the plenary, here on the floor, we only got voting delegates. That must happen with maximum discipline. We know all of you, so don't try and make us to come and fetch you. If you know that you are a non-voting delegate, just come this side so that we can start with the process. DOR, you got 2 minutes to secure the doors. After that, you are starting. Let's go. they can leave that one. Yeah. Amandla. 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 High morale. High morale. Hayihlale phansi. Hayihlale phansi. Hayihlale phansi. High morale. High discipline. High discipline. Let us all get settled, fighters. Let us all take our seats. Sonke asithathe ihlalo zethu. Let's all get settled. The DOR has assured me that everyone is inside. So sizoqala. Let us all get settled. Let us all get settled, fighters. We need to start. Maximum discipline will allow you to sing. Sizonikeza isikhathi sokuthi sicule. Let us get organized. Let us all get organized. Can the people of lighting, can we get more lighting in this hall, there and there? Can we organize those lights there? Let's try and organize those lights there. Right from the cameras going to the back. Now, fighters. I see a lot of movement here. Can we get seated? Can we get seated, fighters? There are fighters standing there at the back. Why are you standing? Why are you standing there at the back? Commissars, can you go and check what is the issue there? Quickly. That's fine. Just stand there. Don't come this side. There are seats that are empty next to us. If there is a seat, just raise a hand so that the fighters, they can know where to go and sit. Where you see a hand, it means there is a seat there. Can you go and sit there? The fighters are raising their hands to show you that there are other empty chairs so that no one is standing. There are hands here. They are showing you where are the other seats. Must come and sit so that no one is standing. There are still empty seats here. Where you see a hand, it's your fellow fighter. Go and sit next to him or next to her so that we can be orderly. Thank you very much. Look like we are sorted. Now, fighters, we are getting to a part of our program where we're going to require maximum discipline and there must be order, because this program is run by an independent electoral company, a commission that has been responsible of dealing with the elections in the EFF. This is the same company that presided over the elections of the National People's Assembly. So this is the company that is independently running our elections in the entire country, in the organization. So we want maximum discipline. There must be order. You must listen to their directives as they're going to be taking us through this process. Let us continue in the way we conducted ourselves. If there's an issue where you need clarity, it must be done in an orderly fashion. They are going to be taking us on the rules and they're going to run this program. Ours is when you're trying to disrupt and do disorder. Then we'll take over and deal with that. So please, there must be maximum discipline and allow them so that they can conduct this process in a fair and a transparent manner. They've done that since we've been working with this company, so we've got no doubt in their capacity and the work that they are doing. So they won't be having problems and challenges in MPUMALANGA. If they can preside over the National People's Assembly, it means the entire leadership of this organization has got confidence in this organization. So let us remain disciplined and conduct ourselves in a disciplined manner. All of us are going to participate. It is our assembly, and no one must disrupt our own assembly. We have to protect it ourselves and protecting it amongst ourselves. So from now, we're going to hand over to IMSA. They're going to take us onto the next session on where and how are we proceeding moving forward with this assembly. Amandla! Amandla! Viva EFF, viva! Viva EFF MPUMALANGA, viva! Amandla!
Thank you very much, SG. Let me state from the outset that these elections are going to be conducted in line with the provisions and articles of the EFF Constitution as well as the guidelines. I'm therefore going to start off by going through the rules as contained within the articles of the Constitution as well as some of the provisions within the guidelines. The Provincial People's Assembly shall elect its provincial command team, which shall include the following: chairperson, deputy chairperson, secretary, deputy secretary, and treasurer. The Provincial People's Assembly shall elect 20 additional members, and a minimum of 50% of the provincial command team shall be females, meaning that 13 females shall constitute the total 25 members of the provincial command team. It's important for me to emphasize this particular aspect. In other words, when we're starting with the top 5, we're not going to be looking at this as such. But when it comes to the issue of now having to elect additional members, we will make sure that there is compliance with this provision of the Constitution. In other words, making sure that at least from the totality of 25, meaning the 5 that would have been elected through the first session that we're going to go through, and the remaining 20 still produce the outcome as required by the Constitution. In instances where there is contestation, voting shall be by secret ballot in transparent and open process, which should be observed by a minimum of 5 and maximum of 7 delegates to the Provincial People Assembly. The chairperson of the Elections Committee, in this case, myself, shall call for the nomination of the top 5 positions in the following sequence: the chairperson, deputy chairperson, secretary, deputy secretary, and treasurer. After nomination of each position, the chairperson of the Elections Committee will ask if the nominated member is available. Confirmation of availability can be through the nominated member verbally communicating the availability if they are a voting delegate, or through a letter which should be submitted to myself. Once nomination has been confirmed, the chairperson of the Elections Committee should ask the Provincial People's Assembly voting delegate to second the nomination by show of hands, and only names that reach 30% of voting delegates will be included on the ballot. In other words, in order to be included in the ballot, one has got to cross the threshold of 30% for the first 5 positions. If a name of a nominated candidate reaches 30% threshold, it will be included in the ballot. If there is only one nomination, such a nomination will be confirmed as elected to the position upon which they were nominated. In other words, if there is no contestation for a position, a person nominated for that position will be regarded as duly elected. Once ballot papers is printed, the Elections Committee shall, with the assistance of the Provincial People's Assembly, appoint observers who will be accepted by all candidates, nominees as observers. Before elections, all the ballot papers shall be stamped at the back with a unique signature or stamp which cannot be copied by anyone. The numbers of the ballot papers shall then be counted in front of the Elections Committee and observers. The voters' roll for the elections shall be the attendance register to the Provincial People's Assembly. We have already been provided with this register, which, as I have suggested just now, we will be converting it into a voter's roll. And then I will indicate what's going to be happening in relation to the threshold based on the numbers that we've already been given. A temporary voting station will be set up, allowing each and every voter or delegate to have space to vote secretly. The temporary voting station should necessarily have the following attendance register, which, as I've suggested, is now a voter's roll, ballot papers, space for delegates to vote secretly, and pens to vote, and empty ballot boxes. Upon entering temporary voting station, the delegate's name will be checked on the voter's roll, marked, and the delegate issued with 1 ballot paper to vote secretly. When all delegates have voted, the Elections Committee will close the temporary voting station and begin the counting of votes. In other words, the station where voting is taking place will automatically be transformed into a counting station. The candidate with the highest number of votes will be the one who is elected for the position. In other words, simple majority carries the day. After counting has finished, all delegates will be called to the Provincial People's Assembly for the announcement of the names of those who have been elected. In the instance where 2 candidates receive the same number of votes for one position, the Elections Committee should reconvene the plenary to explain that there are delegates who receive the same number of votes, and re-voting will happen on a secret ballot. And then this is important. Please note that the result should not be announced before the re-voting of a position which had the same number of votes had been finalized. If I could just explain this very quickly. In other words, if there are 2 positions in the top 5 that are contested, or if there are 5 positions in top 5 that are contested, and then 2 of them have not been able to produce an overall result. It means we are not going to be announcing the results of the remaining 3. We will have to go through a revoting process, and then when we are done with that revoting process for the 2 other positions, it is then that the results will be announced. Only 20 additional members should be voted in the provincial command team, and added with the top 5 positions elected, the total number will be 25. We've already indicated the constitutional provision in terms of the requirement to have women, and then 13 of them, it's peremptory. The nomination of additional members will happen from the floor, and the threshold for this nomination will be 25%, unlike the top 5. Voting shall be by secret ballot, as I've indicated, and after voting has happened, the results of the elections will be announced. Now, having gone through this process, in line with the article that I have just read, we will now call for nomination by show of hands for the position of the chairperson. Let me start here. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Jackson Malaji, Dr. James Moroka, Ward 18 in Nkangal. I nominate Colin Sidibe as the provincial chairperson of MPUMALANGA. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Colin Sidibe, can you go to the nearest mic, please?
Thank you. My name is Colin Sidibe. I accept the nomination.
Thank you very much. By show of hands, can we establish as to whether there is support for that nomination? Those who support the nomination, raise up your hands. Thank you. Sorry, sit down. Only raise your hand for 3 minutes. Keep that hand up for only 3 minutes. Keep the hand up for 2 minutes. Keep that hand up for only 2 minutes. Keep it up for 1 minute. Sitting down, sitting down. Keep the hands up for 1 minute. For 30 seconds. Thank you very much. You may lower your hand. One point that I just want to emphasize again. When we vote, during the time when I'm calling for you to raise up your hands, please do that seated. If there is any person who is standing, the scrutineers will not count that person. So you will get the result now in 1 minute. Just now you'll get the result in 30 seconds. Mr. Colin Sidibe has passed the threshold. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are not done. We are not done. We've just started. We've just started. Just started. Any further nomination for the position of the chairperson? There is a hand there with a white paper. Yes, proceed. There was a person there with, yeah, that one. Yes, on your, yes, next to you.
Ngiyanibingelela mafighter. Uthandeka Ndlela lona wa 26 Garisibande nginominator uStan Khatshwayo for chairperson.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Stan Khatshwayo, can you go to the nearest mic, please? Stan Khatshwayo. Okay, let's give him a chance.
Amandla. Thank you very much. Igama lami nguStan Khatshwayo. I want to accept the nomination.
Thank you very much. Can we establish as to whether there is support for that nomination by only raising your hand? Those who support that nomination, please raise up your hand. Raise that hand only for 3 minutes. Okay. Raise that hand for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Let's not intimidate each other. Let's allow those who want to vote now for 1 minute. Keep that hand up for 1 minute. Keep that hand up for 1 minute. Keep it up for 30 seconds. For 30 seconds. Thank you very much. You may lower your hand. There is an aspect that I did not mention. Yes, can I have your attention? There is an aspect I did not mention, and I should have mentioned that at the beginning, but I'm going to repeat it so that you have clarity. You may lower your hands. Thank you. Lower your hands. Yeah, I'm saying that there is an aspect that I had not mentioned at the beginning, and then you may recall during the time when I was reading the rules, I indicated I was going to come back to that issue. That issue is related to the credentials and what constitute the 30%. So the information we received is that we've got 638 delegates confirmed, and then earlier on the SG did separate the hall so that those who are not entitled to vote do not participate in the process. And then 30% of that 638 is 191. It means for a candidate to pass a threshold to be included in the top 5, that person must get at least over 190, which is 191 upwards. I thought I should just mention that particular aspect. Now, you will get the result in 30 seconds. Stan has passed the threshold. 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 Stan Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. We still have a long way to go. We still have a long way to go. Sit down. We still have a long way to go. Are there further nominations?
Amanda. Fighters, we agreed that this must happen in an orderly fashion, so that this process, all of us, we are participating in this process. So let us respect the chair of the session when he's giving us guidance. So let's continue in that manner. When the nominations are happening, let us remain disciplined at all times so that we can be able to proceed with this process in an orderly fashion. So let us all agree in conducting ourselves and listening to the chair of the session so that we understand of what is expected of us. Amanda!
Thank you very much, SG. And then please, because these are just nominations, we have not come to the elections. You will get a chance to celebrate after we have announced the results of the election. Yes, ma'am. Is this further nomination? Further nomination? Okay.
It's not counted in, and also the RCT members are not part of the credentials. All of us here, we are 723 or 724. So we must work in that number.
Okay. We're just sorting out the issue that has been raised. We will go through the process again. Let's just finalize it so that I get the correct information. Yeah, once I've got the correct information,
Which number do you want to?
the total number of people who are voting delegates. Is it 724?
Amandla. 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 Fighters, let us be orderly. Angithi we adopted credentials sonke izolo. Thank you. So there's no crisis. We adopted, wait. Listen to me. Listen to me. Must listen to each other. And we must deal with this thing correctly. Yesterday, we adopted credentials here. Angit. That's why we are at this stage, because credentials were adopted. Thank you. So they're going to deal with the adopted credentials. So that song we are clear. We know the credentials that we adopted yesterday. We discussed and we adopted it. So we're going to remain disciplined in that manner to deal with that. So they're going to take us through and we proceed. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you for that intervention. Oh. Okay, thank you very much. So, this is what happened. In terms of the credentials, the number that I had given earlier was 638. These are delegates from the branches. And then we've got 16 from PCT and 69 from RCT. The total number is 723. Now, the 30% thereof will therefore be 217. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, because I had already started the process, and then please, I want this thing to be very smooth. So let's not celebrate, because it is still nominations. Okay? I'm going to start again with the people who were nominated, and starting with Leslie Sidibe. Colin Sidibe. Colin. If you could please again go to the podium or to the neighbor mic and indicate your availability.
Thank you. My name is Colin Sidibe. Again, I accept the nomination.
Thank you. So, by a show of hands, can we determine as to whether there is support for that nomination? Keep your hand up. Keep it up for only 3 minutes. Keep it up for 2 minutes. Keep that hand up for only 2 minutes. Yeah, keep it up for 1 minute now. Keep it up for 1 minute. For 30 seconds. You may lower your hand. Thank you. You'll get the result in 1 minute. In 1 minute. In 30 seconds. Mr. Colin Sidibe has passed the threshold. Thank you very much. And then can I also go to the candidate that was nominated earlier, Stan, can you also go to the nearest mic, please?
Amandla. Thank you very much, Program Director. Before I accept the nomination again, I want to clarify something. According to the guidelines and the rules of this House, there is no admin officers and staff that are allowed to vote. But this comrade that is sitting here next to me is our office admin in Etlanzeni region. I'm an RCT member, this one. And he has voted, this one here. Therefore, I will accept the nomination again. In exception, we vet this comrade right here. His name is Sanele. He's our admin officer at Etlanzeni. Thank you very much. I accept the nomination.
Amandla. Amandla. Thank you very much, Fighter Stan, for that discipline. If there's issues that you want to raise to ask for our attention, we do it in the manner that Stan has done it. To say, hold on, to say there's an issue that leadership must attend to. But following the processes, that's why he has accepted the nomination, so that the process, it must continue. That's how you deal with issues. Thank you very much, Fighter Stan. We'll allow the commission to continue while that matter that Fighter Stan is raised and it's noted and it will be dealt with. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. I want to emphasize once again. And it is the point that was made by the SG at the beginning. Only voting delegates should be this side. Only voting delegates. Now, whilst they are attending to that, I'm going to check by show of hand as to whether there is support for that nomination of Stan. Those who support it, please raise up your hands. Keep your hand up for 3 minutes. I prefer this one. Keep that hand up for 2 minutes. Okay. For 2 minutes. Raise that hand up for 1.5 minutes. Keep that hand up for 1 minute. Keep it up for 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Thank you. You may lower your hand. You will get the result in 1 minute. Stan has passed the threshold. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Any further nomination? Any further nomination for the position of the chairperson? I'm looking. I see there is a hand here. Nomination for the chairperson. Let's keep quiet.
Name is Fighter Venis Kosana from Ward 27, Gavin Impegi. I nominate Sam Zandamela for the position of Deputy Secretary Chairperson.
Senator Damela, can you go to the nearest mic? Senator Damela. Sorry. I think you may not have heard me properly. I asked as to whether there were further nomination for the position of the chairperson. Is there any further nomination? No. Okay, thank you very much. Now we're going to the position of deputy chair. And then the person who had mentioned, who had stood up, you can stand up again. The person that I had recognized, can you make your nomination?
Sanibonani fighters, uVenis Khosana wase-Ward 27 eGavin Mpege eGrafsibande. I nominate Sam Zandavela for the position of Deputy Chairperson.
Sansa, can you go to the nearest mic? Can you go to the nearest mic? And then please pronounce your name properly, Sansa Damela. Pronounce your name properly.
Igama Sam Wakazandamela, Ward 7, Gavin Mbeki. I accept the nomination.
Okay, thank you very much. By show of hands, can we establish as to whether there is support for that nomination? Keep your hand up for 3 minutes. Keep that hand up for only 3 minutes. Keep the hand up for 3 minutes. Keep it up for 2 minutes now. Only 2 minutes. Keep that hand up for 1 minute. 1 minute. Keep it up for 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Keep it up for 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Thank you very much. You may lower your hand. You'll get the result in 1 minute. In 1 minute. Sam has not passed the threshold. Can we check as to whether there is further nomination? In the middle here? Yeah. You.
Thank you, Chairperson. My name is Sunday Ben Mkiwa from Ehlanzeni region. I stand to nominate Fighter Mthunzi Yehende.
Mthunzi, can you go to the nearest mic, please? Mthunzi, can you go to the nearest mic, please?
Thank you very much. My name is Mthunzi Yende from Soalekwa, Ward 4. Standing here, I accept the nomination for the position of Deputy Chairperson. I thank you.
Thank you very much. By show of hands, can I establish support for that nomination? Just keep the hand up for 3 minutes. Keep that hand up for 3 minutes. Keep the hand up for 2 minutes. Keep the hand up for 2 minutes. Keep the hand up for only 1 minute. Only 1 minute. Only for 30 seconds. Just 30 seconds. You may lower your hand. Thank you. You'll get the result in 1 minute. Mtunzi has passed the threshold. Thank you. Any further nomination for the position? Listen carefully. Any further nomination for the position of deputy chair? Are these hands up for deputy chair? Okay. Me?
I'm Katekon Dlovu, here stand to nominate Fighter Rulani Trivi for the deputy chair.
Rulani, can you go to the nearest mic, please?
Amandla inkomo na cancer Vitora mina Rulan Krivi do Mabutabla region under Bushbuckridge sub-region from Ward 36. I definitely accept the nomination to become the deputy of the province.
Okay, thank you very much. By show of hands, can we check as to whether there is support for that nomination? Those who support the nomination, raise up your hand. Sitting down, just raise your hand for 3 minutes. Raise up your hand for only 2 minutes. Raise that hand up for 2 minutes. And please do this sitting down. 2 minutes, but sitting down. 1 minute. 1 minute. 30 seconds. You may lower your hands. Remember what I have said. If you are standing, the scrutineers will not count you. So you want your vote to count, sit down and only raise your hand. Okay. You will get the result in 1 minute. You will get the result just now. You'll get the result for Rulani in 30 seconds. Rulani has passed the threshold. Now, are there, okay. Are there further nominations for the position of deputy chair? I don't see any hand up. Oh, there is a hand that side.
Thank you, Chairperson of the session. Chairperson, I'm rising to raise a complaint that some of the delegates are walking around here, talking to people, telling them what to do. It is Fighter Sihle and Fighter Rain. Thank you, Chair. Can you put order on that one?
Ladies and gentlemen, there are no further nominations for this position, and then therefore I'm going to go to the position of the second. And then as I do that, please remember that there is only one way of voting. It is by raising your hand. And then if you are moving around, you will not be counted. And then if you are standing, also we will not count you. So please, as disciplined as that.
Fighters, we are doing very well. So don't mess up your own. It's a very nice conference. It's a very nice assembly. Let us just remain disciplined. We are doing very well. So even nalabo abafuna ukumosha babambeni ngesandla nihlale nabo nje phansi ukuthi sihamba kahle kakhulu. So let us focus and allow also, let's reduce the level of noise so that the people that are assisting us with counting, they can count and remain seated in your own seat, and reduce the level of noise so that when they are counting, we can get accurate numbers so that the commission can make sure that the work abawenzayo wenzeka kahle. So let's remain in this disciplined fashion. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the position of secretary. There is a hand at the back there. With a paper at the back, the last one, yes, you.
Greetings, Chair of the session.
Thank you very much, Chairperson of the session. Standing before you is Fighter Musikoza, the former Secretary General of the EFF Students Command. A member in good standing from Ward 16, Bombela, Ehlanzeni region. I stand to nominate Fighter Jackson Muchegechege Malachi. Thank you very much, Chair.
Jackson, can you go to the nearest mic and pronounce your names properly?
Thank you very much. I, Jackson Malachi, from Dr. James Moroka, Ward 18 in Nkangala, I accept the nomination.
Thank you very much. By show of hands, can we establish support for that nomination? Keep that hand up for 3 minutes. Keep that hand up for only 3 minutes. Keep it up for only 2 minutes. Keep that hand up for only 2 minutes. Keep it up for 1 minute. Keep that hand up for 1 minute. Keep it up for 30 seconds. 30 seconds. You may lower your hand. Thank you. You will get the result in 1 minute. In 1 minute, you'll get the result. We're waiting for the result. Jackson has passed the threshold. Any further nomination for the position of secretary? I see the hand there. Yeah. Okay, go to the back, go to the back.
Ngiyabonga, igama lami nguSindi, ngicela ukunominate uFighter Sophie Phahla.
Sophie Phahla, can you go to the nearest mic? Sophie Phahla.
Amatla. Lina laka ke nna Phahla Sophie, ke tswa ke leng Kankala under Emalahleni sub-region. I accept the nomination.
Thank you very much. Can we establish support for that nomination by raising up your hands if you support that nomination? Keep that hand up for 3 minutes. No intimidation, sit down. For 3 minutes. For 2 minutes. Let's keep that hand up for 2 minutes. Only 2 minutes. 1 minute. 1 minute. Thirty seconds. You may lower the hand. Thank you. You'll get the result just now. The result in 1 minute. In 1 minute. Sophie has passed the threshold. Any further nomination? Any further nomination for the position of secretary? I don't see any hand up. Oh, there is a hand there. I see the hand there towards the back.
Thank you very much. Greetings. Thank you very much, and greetings to the presiding officer and all delegates. My name is MPUMALANGA, the regional chairperson of Nkangala. I stand up here to nominate Fighter Mkhabela as the deputy secretary of MPUMALANGA province.
No, we are not there yet. We are not there. We were dealing with secretary. There are no further nomination for secretary.
Oh, again.
Okay. Thank you very much. We're moving now to the next position, which is that of deputy secretary. Any nomination for deputy secretary position?
I'm already here.
Okay, speak. Sir.
Thank you very much. My apologies for being too forward. I want to repeat again. My name is MPUMALANGA, regional chairperson of the EFF from Nkangala. I stand up here to nominate Fighter Mkhabela as the deputy secretary of MPUMALANGA province. Thank you.
Mkhabela, can you go to the nearest and then please pronounce your names properly?
Thank you very much. My name is Ntsako Mkhabela from Bushbuck Ridge, Bushabela region, Ward 1. I accept the nomination.
Thank you very much. Can we establish support for that nomination by raising your hand? Raise that hand for 3 minutes. Raise that hand for only 3 minutes. Raise that hand For 2 minutes. For 2 minutes. Raise that hand. For 1 minute. Only 1 minute. 1 minute. Keep it up for 30 seconds. Just 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Thank you very much. You may lower your hand. You'll get the result just now. You'll get the result just now for Ntsako Mkabela in 30 seconds. Only in 30 seconds. The result will be with us just now for Ntsako Mkabela. And Ntsako has passed the threshold. Thank you very much. Any further nomination for the position of deputy? At the back there. Use your discretion for anyone at the back there. Use your discretion. Yes, sir.
Greetings to the House at large. Greetings to the House at large. Standing before you is Tumelo Mabula from Khertsibande region, Ligwa, Ward 2. For the position of Deputy Secretary, I nominate Fighters Lindile Mkondo from Khertsibande.
Lindiwe Mkondo. Lindile. Slindile. Slindile Mkondo, can you go to the nearest mic and pronounce your names properly?
Greetings to the chairperson of the sessions. Greetings to the Commissar, SG Marshal Lamini. Also greetings to the convener of deployees in MPUMALANGA, Commissar Susan, and the CCT members that are within our midst. Regional leadership, ground forces, you are all greeted. My name is Lindile Mkondo Temapanga. I'm from Khertsibande, the second biggest region in the province, the best performing region in the province. I stand to accept the nomination. Thank you.
Thank you very much. By show of hand, can we establish support for that nomination? Those who support that nomination, raise up your hands. Only for 3 minutes. Raise your hand for only 3 minutes. Keep it up for 2 minutes. Keep that hand up for 2 minutes. Then for 1 minute. Keep your hand up for 1 minute. Now for 30 seconds. You may lower your hand. Thank you. You'll get the result in 1 minute for Slindile. You'll get the result in 1 minute. in 30 seconds. In 30 seconds. Slindle has passed the threshold. Any further nomination for the position of deputy? I don't see any hand up, and therefore I'm moving to, oh, okay, sorry. Yeah.
Greetings to the leadership. My name is Peace Makanya from Chief Albert Lutuli, Ward 9. I'm raising a point of order here, SG. One of the fighter was condemning this thing of fighters moving around. And the fighter that was asked to sit down, he's busy doing this thing again. He's busy moving around. That's ill-discipline, SG.
Can you make a nomination? I'm only recognizing nominations. And then I'm saying this is the nomination for Deputy Secretary. Your hand, if it is up, it is for Deputy Secretary. It is for Deputy Secretary. I see there is a white paper there.
My name is Sipo Excellence Lubane from Enhlanzeni Region, Ward 38. I nominate Fighter Eric Masugu as a Deputy Secretary.
Eric Masuk, can you go to the nearest mic?
Thank you. My name is Eric Masugu and I accept the nomination.
Eric Masuk has accepted the nomination by show of hands. Can we establish support for that nomination? Keep that hand up for 3 minutes. Keep it up for 2 minutes. For 30 seconds. Thank you very much. You may lower your hand. You'll get the result for Eric in 1 minute. You'll get the result. In 30 seconds. Eric has not passed the threshold. Any further nominations for the position of deputy? If there's no more hand, I'm going to go to the next position. For the position of treasurer. Okay, you at in the front.
I, Nelima Sombuga from Dr. J.S. Muraka. I nominate a treasurer incoming, Nomaswazin Kambule.
Nomaswazi Nkambule. Can you indicate your availability?
Greetings to the leadership. My name is Noma Swazin from Ward 1, Tabatweo, Bushabela region. I accept the nomination.
Thank you very much. By show of hands, can we establish support for that? Keep your hand up for 3 minutes. Keep your hand up for 2 minutes. Keep your hand up for 2 minutes. Keep that hand up for only 1 minute. Just keep it up for 1 minute. Keep it up for 30 seconds. Just 30 seconds. You may lower your hand. Thank you. You'll get the result for Nomaswazi in just 1 minute. In 1 minute, Nomaswazi has passed the threshold. Any further nominations? There is a gentleman here.
Thank you, Chairperson. My name is Fighter Shebi from Ward 7, Butlavela region, Bushbuck Ridge. I therefore nominate Fighter Velapi Malachi for treasurer. Thank you.
Velapi, can you go to the nearest mic?
Thank you, Chair of the Day, and greetings to the CCT leadership present here and the the CIC in his absentia. And greetings to all the leadership that are present. Looking at the principle of the EFF saying that we need more women to lead at the forefront, it will be not principle for my side to contest another woman. I decline the nomination.
Thank you. Any further nominations? Any further nomination? I see at the back there with a white shirt. Yeah, you with a white shirt.
Hi, I'm greeting everyone. My name is Quality. I'm Fighter Quality. Come from Sugalikwa, Ward 12. I nominate Cindy Svia.
Cindy Svia, can you go to the nearest mic?
Mbingelele, ngiyabonga for nomination, Fighter. Ngiyayemukela.
By show of hands, can we establish support for that nomination? Keep that hand up for 3 minutes. Keep the hand up for 2 minutes. Keep that hand up for 2 minutes. Keep it up for only 1 minute. Only 1 minute. Raising only one hand for 30 seconds. Keep that hand up for only 30 seconds. Thank you very much. You may lower your hand. And you'll get the result in 1 minute. You'll get the result Slinden has passed the threshold. She has passed the threshold. Any further nomination? Any further nomination? I see there's a hand there. This is a nomination for treasurer position. Yeah.
Thank you very much. My name is Tabiso Klas Mahlangu from Tembisile, Ward 31, Nkangala sub-region. I'm standing here to nominate fighter Sabata Ntuli for treasurer position. I thank you.
Sabata Ntuli.
I, Sabata Ntuli, from Nkangala region under sub-region of Tembisile. I do accept nomination.
Thank you. By show of hands, can we establish support for that nomination? Keep that hand up for 3 minutes. Keep the hand up for 2 minutes. Keep that hand up for 2 minutes. Keep it up for only 1 minute. For only 1 minute. Now for 30 seconds. Thank you very much. You may lower your hand. We'll get the result just now. In 1 minute. In 30 seconds. Sabata did not meet the threshold. Is there any further nomination? If there are no more nominations, I'm closing this round. I see there are still hands there. Okay.
Greetings, fighters. I'm fighter Kolan Madlopa from Gomanzi, Ward 32. I nominate fighter Dr. Koza.
Dr. Koza.
Thank you very much. Dr. Maxine Koza is my name. I can't contest a woman. I decline. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I assume there are no further nominations. And therefore, if there are no further nominations, there is a white paper at the end there.
Thank you very much. My name is Zwelitin Malupi from Ward 15, Bombela, Ehlanzeni region. I'd like to propose closure of nominations. Thank you.
Yes! Yes! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your cooperation. We're going to now prepare ballot. according to the nominations that have been made, and we'll see you later on when it's time for you to. Can I request those who have met the threshold, who were nominated, to please come here, correct the details of their names so that their names appear appropriately in the ballot. We don't want to make a mistake of misspelling your name or your surname. Please just swiftly come to the fore to correct your details whilst you continue with the other program. I'm handing over now to. You will also choose amongst yourself from amongst yourself those who are going to be serving as observers. I'm handing over to the SG.
Amanda. 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 No, thank you very much to the commission fighters. Thank you very much for this level of discipline. Fighter Stan raised an issue of fighter Sanele Temba. That is an administrator. So we had to check on our records. Fighter Stan is a legitimate delegate from Ward 42, City of Mbombela, Ihlanzeni region. So he is a delegate, fighters. That's why I appreciated that he exercised his right to raise an issue so that the leadership can deal with it without disrupting this work that we're doing. And that's a level of discipline that we want, so that leadership can deal with issues. So fighter Sanele, he is a legitimate delegate. He is in our books, so there is no problem. Now, fighters, this is what's going to happen. The commissions were outlined to you and the scribers. So there's going to be maximum discipline again as we move forward. All of us, regional leaders, make sure that we participate in the commission. There must be no one who's wandering around here. Ayithi sivumeleni izolo ukuthi sizosebenza. So sisaqhubeka ke nomsebenzi. Sonke sizosuka la siye kuma commission ngoba the electoral commission uma ngaba seyirate nama ballot bazoza bazosithatha lapho sikhona kuma commission isihambe siyovota. So uma ngaba ula isithubeni ungekho kuma commission uzosithuka usungavotanga, then uma sesannounce ama results usitshela ukuthi mina angivotanga ngoba ubungekho kule ndawo besithe bakuyona. So no one must wander around okanye ezimotweni okanye uye kuphi. Sonke sizosebenza so that uma kufika isikhathi sokuthi siyovota in an orderly manner, they're going to find us in commissions. There's no one esizomlanda la ngaphandle singamazi ukuthi ufunani. Uma kufika electoral commission izoza ize kunina izothi sithatha le commission sesiyovota kanjalo kanjalo until we are done. Umsebenzi kufanele siwenze mningi. The leadership will announce isikhathi lapho esawodla khona idina. So yonke into sizoqhubeka ngendlela besenze ngayo izolo. So leadership of regions, let's make sure that all our delegation, they are spread amongst all commissions so that they can contribute on how to build this organization. Another thing, the commission that raised is that in this conference, there must be observers amongst yourselves. So we are here seated in front. The leadership is going to come from yourselves, leadership of the region, and say, here are the observers that they're going to come so that we can hand over those observers to the commission and make sure that they do the work that we are supposed to do. So for now, let us all take our positions and go to commissions. Those that need to come and correct their names, they must meet with the commission so that we can move with this work in an orderly fashion. Amanda! Amanda! Thank you very much. The nominate